Okay, the map Sleeping Giant is Arms Race, and oh, I do like Arms Race, I must admit, and I'm in the Duncan, one of my favourite game modes. I just like chasing around for the buffs. Not sure about the paint job, guys. What do you think? It kind of looks kind of rusty. I got it from that Transformers event. I mean, this ship has received some nerfs. Okay, so what have we got? We've got three battleships aside. It's never four. Oh, and of course they've got one of those new Dutch light cruiser pattern bomber lunatics as well. Oh joy. And a Los Andes. I'm shocked, right? And of course a Missouri. A good old solid tanker, the Missouri. Yeah. Not too sure which direction to go. I'm going to follow the Tulsa for now. Those torps hit hard, don't they? 29k damage, 10km range. I'm definitely going to try and use those.
Support the allied target.
Well, the buffs are on my starboard, off my starboard rail, down at let me see, E3, E5 roughly on the mini map. So, following the Tulsa, I'm probably going to hook back in. Actually, I'm going to use these islands. Definitely. We'll see what we see. Let's see what comes up. I have no idea how many ships I've got over here, so you'd be surprised how many people don't go for the objectives. I mean, I'm being told off by my team right now, right? But I have a plan. They'll see me coming if I go with the destroyers. In fact, they would have spotted me ages ago. So instead of hanging with the destroyers, I'm going to just hook on in here. And then I'm going to move across. Don't worry, destroyers. You're going to get all the support you need. There we go. So the Van Cohorn is pattern bombing me. And setting fire to me with HE, or trying to. Okay, fine. Damage to the torpedo tube.
Fire.
And put me on fire. And I hit him with 2 HE rounds. Great. 4k damage. Alright. Bit rough. You can see the Missouri right ahead of me. Okay, we're going to send a torp that way. I guess I'm going to be continuously pattern bombed by this guy. I know he's going for the Carl at the moment. But he's close. Okay, well, our destroyers are now getting the support they want from me, I guess. I guess they should be happy now. Because I'm their side of the map. That said, I was going to do this anyway. Let's full send. The Taihang is too close. I don't really want to show broadside to either of these battleships. So we're just going to press W and go for it, I think. Never underestimate the Duncan up close, guys. You'd be surprised what this ship can do. I'm not going to get the other torpedo launcher on him, but I'm going to stay bows onto the Taihang and just pass the Missouri's stern unless he wants to ram. No, he doesn't want to ram. He couldn't even if he wanted to. He's not got the rudder. Okay. Yugumo there, that's scary. He's going to thwart me. Yeah, there they are. Right. Fortunately, we turned just in time to avoid that. That could have been bad. That could have been bad. Oh, by the way, do not play the Duncan like this.
Problem solved, sir.
Unless, of course, you want to take the risks. But trust me, this is not for the meek of heart. I'm gonna full send into the Taihang. I literally just ignored the Missouri. Right, let's see if we can get him on fire. Yeah, good. Okay, I'm using the super heal now. So, that light cruiser wants me dead, doesn't he? That's kind of funny. You can shoot into me with HE all day long, pal. I don't care. Right, Yugumo's reversing around the island. Bye-bye. That was never going to end any other way for him. Okay. Yeah, now we're going to take on the Taihang. And I'm just popping torpedoes, and he's merrily avoiding them, but it gives him something to focus on rather than me, so Keep the stress on. Keep the pressure on. Hopefully make him force a mistake. That's what I'm trying to do here. Force a mistake. Okay, we got a fire on the nose. I'm going to shoot this one straight at your bow, sir. Get a little closer this time. Don't want you to avoid this one. I want this one to hurt. Okay. I'm going to switch to AP and get ready to citadel him.
Engine boost activated.
There we go. There's the high caliber. Right, guns low. Guns low. Tracking round. There.
Fire.
3 citadels finish. Oh, beautiful. Like I said, this sort of playstyle isn't for the faint of heart, but if you want to give it a go, Duncan's the boy, right? What a game. Oh my goodness. 140k damage. What did we get? Fireproof. Yeah. Yeah, I was burning a lot, wasn't I? Dreadnought. And high caliber. Okay. Okay, if you want to know my thoughts on the build, I'll chuck a build in at the end of this, because I'm definitely putting this one on my channel after that. Top of the team, was there ever any doubt? 92k damage on the tank. 70k fires, torpedoes was 18k, some floods, but not much. But most of that, 53k of that was AP. Yugumo, of course, that was all HE, wasn't it? And some secondary. Actually, the secondary batteries did well. Didn't they do well? 6k damage from the secondaries. Okay, so the secondaries are strong. 30k against the Missouri. Well, strong against soft targets. And again, mostly HE. And some burning. 140,000 total damage. Okay, that was 83k from the main battery. 46,000 from the HE shells, 36,000 from the AP, 18k on the torpedoes, 13k from the secondaries. Surprised at that. Surprised at that. 94 total hits from the secondaries. My goodness. 24k other, 23k that was fires, and 848 floodings. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 40% credit booster, 322,000 credits made. Okay, we got that. Okay, full build coming up next. So let's have a quick look at that build I was running there. Right, so equipment-wise, I had main armaments modification 1 in slot 1, and because she's a battle cruiser and she's quite quick, she gets speed boost, engine boost modification 1. Now, of course, you could go with damage control system modification 1 to get those fires down a little and those floods. But if you want to take full advantage of this bad boy, engine boost, then the extra uptime that this gives you of 30% is very useful. In slot 3, aiming system modification 1, because she is essentially a battleship and she relies on her main guns, so we might as well make them as accurate as possible. And then in slot 4, damage control system modification 2, to bring those fires and floods under control. Of course, you could go with steering gears modification 1, because she gets that acceleration for being a Royal Navy battleship, so the entire Royal Navy line gets improved acceleration characteristics. But I would recommend damage control system modification 2, because you will be burning quite a lot as she's a battle cruiser. Just plugs that weakness. And then in slot 5, concealment system modification 1, again brings down your detectability. And then finally we finish with main battery modification 3 to get those main guns reloading as quickly as possible. Talking of which, they're 419mm, 26-second reload with this build. Don't forget the HE, because the HE's got a 47% fire chance on it with these flags. So yeah, it is quite important. Now let's have a look at the captain build. This is what I was running in that match. Now this is going the route of a classic battleship build for battle cruisers, hence the reason why I took Brisk. And then we go up here to Adrenaline Rush, move across to I'd probably take Concealment Net. So that's your first 10 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And after that, Emergency Repair Expert to get that extra super heal. And then after that, you've got a few choices to make with your last 7 points. Okay. You could do the Furious build and improve the main battery reload time of your main guns by 10% when you're under flood or fire effects, and then follow that up with super heavy AP shells to give you extra damage, and of course at the same time to buff those fires so they last longer. Okay, so that builds into the whole Furious mechanic. If you're going to do that, I would suggest losing this and maybe taking steering gears modification instead, because you're trying to get those fires to burn for as long as possible so you get the buff. Warning here is you're juggling your super heal to keep yourself upright, okay? If you want a slightly more sedate lifestyle and you're not into fire management or flood management, you could use those last 7 points in a more traditional way by taking Fire Prevention Expert and then finishing with Basics of Survivability. Okay, so that's essentially what I was running there. Okay, a 14-point captain. And yeah, I probably just pressed W for most of that. And would I recommend this playstyle in the Duncan on a regular basis? Probably not. But I was in a kind of devil-may-care mood, and she does duel other battleships very well because you've got those 29k torpedoes, these bad boys. Never forget you've got those, because honestly they hit like a truck and the angles on the nose are really, really good. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, drop me a like and subscribe, and thank you all very much for watching. Thank you.